Sex Positive Christian, a place for all people. I'm Blair, and please check out our episodes. Thank you very much. Welcome to Sex Positive Christian, a place for all people. My name is Blair. It's not my real name, but you can call me Blair. We utilize stage names for pretty much everybody on the show, and this podcast is a podcast to bring all people together. Whether you're pan, whether you're poly, whether you're monogamous, whether you like humans, whatever you're into, this is the podcast. It is Sex Positive Christian. I'm a Christian, and I find it hard to come to grips with religion and what Christianity and the greater American society puts on people for their sexuality. So for me personally, I like ladies. Now, many of my guy friends probably would be attracted to guys also, because they like humans. Now, to differentiate themselves with their relationships, maybe they only wrestle with their guy friends. Is that a different type of love, or is that the same kind of love that they would show towards a woman? I don't know. You guys tell me. Personally, I'm a polyamorous type of person. Now, I've had monogamous relationships, actually a lot of them. And I don't mind being in monogamous relationships, but I do open myself up to non-traditional types of relationships, where you might be dating one person, you might date another person. Within normal Christianity, it is not necessarily positive for you to date multiple people. And that's the current understanding of what it is to be a Christian and to have a relationship. But I say challenge your thinking in why would your love between another person be looked down upon by a loving Savior? I pose that to everyone around. So if you are a Christian and you read the Bible and something says, love your neighbor as yourself. Us as Christians, we should be loving our neighbor. So that could be your friendly neighborhood registered sex offender, like the Deer in the Headlights song. When he comes knocking on your door, why not invite him in for some water and some steak? I don't know. Loving your neighbor as yourself isn't easy. It might mean that the Somalian that lives down the street who moved from Somalia might need your help, because that person could be trans, and they're facing persecution and exile from their country. So being a sex-positive Christian, to me, is being open to all people, all races, all genders, all religions. And by my belief in a Savior who loves all people, you love all people. And I kind of have some crazy anarchist antics, but that's not what this podcast is about. This podcast is about sex positivism. My friend Ava sent me an awesome email. I asked her, what do you think about sex positivism, life? What are your kind of current opinions? And this is what she said to me. I think that relationships currently are in a state of flux. Now more than ever before, people are jumping into relationships that they don't know how, that they don't know well, but feel they do, to social media, texting, and the instant nature of our society. We as a whole are quick to change a Facebook status in a relationship and to MCM, hashtag WCW, I'm not sure what those are, I'll look them up, before knowing the core of a person we are dating, what their family is like, what their passions are, etc. Consequently, relationships fizzle. They're the keeping up with the Joneses mentality of why aren't we like that other couple. Jealousy of who's liking your Instagram post, Snapchat, Facebook, etc. Or the forced, let me see who's texting you, etc. I've seen so many relationships fall apart, and I am a pro-technology person, but the best part of relationship is keeping it between you and whomever you're with. You don't have to hide you're with someone, But you don't need a scrolling news feed telling us that you had at Starbucks or what movie you're watching together. Those who keep it off the internet seem to thrive. As far as sex goes, I think there's still a double standard for genders. Sex is healthy and natural. I promote safe sex with a consenting partner. By Ava. Let's talk about consent. This is 100% a loaded word. Loaded positively, loaded negatively. Consent in a relationship should start with the first meeting of a person. And it gets you out of your boundaries of what you would normally talk about. So setting a boundary with someone, even on the first topic of talking to them. Personally, I went on a date, meetup, friendship thing, whatever you want to call it, with someone I had met. And I asked that person, hey, what kind of love are you looking for? And what types of affection are you looking for? Specifically. So what that did was open up the conversation instead of that person looking at me or me looking at that person and them doing something that I don't like or me doing something that they don't like. By directly asking that person, what do you want to do in our relationship? Now, in my opinion, the Christian society doesn't open themselves up towards consent and utilizes this idea of male chivalry of this white knight, the term white knighting. Basically, that the man is supposed to take this person, it happens to be a white woman, probably with blonde hair, and you're supposed to take that person in your arms and say, come with me, and save them from all things that they have going on without asking them if that's what they want. Not saying that white knighting is bad or good, it is. So, the difference would be, you're having trouble with your child or you're having trouble with your rent. Can I help you with that? Directly asking that person. And what changes is your dynamic within a relationship where you directly ask that person, you have open dialogue and open conversation. I really like Ava's ideas. She has an ability to speak her mind in a way that most are not willing to. And I want you guys to have a conversation with me. Please throw your likes, your comments in the comments box. I will also hopefully be having some upcoming interviews with some high-profile media people for the Sex Positive Christian podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please tell me what things that you would like to hear for the next episodes and what things you don't want to hear. Look forward to talking with you guys. Have fun in the comments.